Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Thoughts podcast. I have no idea how many weeks has it been. We recorded an episode last week, but then it was a different one because we had a guest, so the format is entirely different. We didn't have any live update because we know that would just pull it too long and possibly away from the actual topic. So I forgot, when was the last time when we actually did a podcast recording where it's just two of us? Do you happen to remember that?
I'm not quite sure as well. Maybe 2 weeks ago?
Okay, well, that's
Oh,
2
no,
weeks
no,
ago,
no,
was it?
no.
No,
No,
it's definitely
no.
more than 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
because like 1 week ago. Otherwise, I would just feel like, it's still quite close because we did something last week. I felt like we had some kind of holiday in between. That's why I had this feeling that, it's been a long time since we actually did something like this.
Yeah.
Let me check. We were doing this respond to social media thing. Oh my god, that was a long time. Oh yeah, it was many weeks ago. It was almost it's more than a month ago, because what happened was that a lot of stuff happened. So last week we definitely have the podcast recording with Wei Han, an amazing one, where we talk about his unorthodox idea and then how he was studying philosophy and getting out of his comfort zone while doing their projects and all that. And before that, we not we actually, more in particular me, I guess Verene would just share her part later on, because I didn't have much details, but I was on a trip on my parents because I officially graduated on 2nd of August. Quite a cool day. Even and then after that we went for a trip around UK for like around 2 weeks, which is cool because it's actually just my parents' second time in the UK. And then the first time when they came, it was just like a 2 days trip, because it's like their honeymoon trip, and then it was following a tour group. And what they did was they traveled around Europe and then just like stopped by 2 days in London. Not much time. And this time we kind of have more of an in-depth one in UK, which is amazing. My grandma is here, my sister is here, and turned out my sister quite like UK, or more in particular maybe London or a few bigger cities. So yeah, but yes, it was amazing. Had a break and all that. And then I think it was literally before the trip, because was it July something. Oh my god, it was a week before the trip that we last recorded an episode, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's another thing that it made it so crazy is that because of our how we design our podcast this day, where we have two topics, one topic every 2 weeks, which makes it a lot easier to produce a podcast. And we are forced to give ourselves breaks, because otherwise we'll just have too much podcast episode right there. Yeah, which is a bit funny. So yes, that's what we are doing right now. And then it's cool to be able to have so much episodes on hand. And then we would just it's a lot more chilling. And then I hope that our quality is actually improving. Yeah, definitely. but yes, like other than that, like just a bit of a life update and all that, it was cool over this past few weeks. Or even like, I don't want to focus too much on my London trip, because I don't know. I mean, it's cool talking about my vacation, but then I don't want to go too much in depth into it. I feel like it might bore people out. So I want to go more about recent life update, because they will imagine a month long of life update that will like just cover maybe another 1 hour episode. I remember like how we talk about just the Cambridge Brighton trip, and then you were sharing about your Genting Highland trip, which is crazy. And then we spent a full more than one episode talking about it. It felt like that is the main topic, instead of the actual topic that we're gonna talk about. That's like that's it made the actual topic become like a life update, instead of this trip being a life update. So I'm just gonna skip my London part. But the cool thing about the London trip is that, because I am unemployed, and even worse, because now I'm officially graduate and unemployed. So definitely I'm still actively seeking for jobs, even though I'm on my trip, but not as like I don't put as much effort as I when I'm like just not not on a vacation like when I'm back at home or something, but definitely I'm still trying to do some when there's things coming through. That's why I made 2 interviews. Actually, like interviews for 2 companies during the trip, and then there was like assessments and things. I was doing 2 assessments as well, it was crazy. One was even writing a website, which is cool. I haven't been writing that particular framework, and even actually I haven't been. Okay, I mean I did write some code last year when I was doing my final year, but doing Angular in particular, that was back in like 2020, which is like 2 years ago. And then after that I never touched it. So it's cool to be able to touch it, and then I kind of get to know like how is it. It's quite fun, but definitely not the thing that I enjoyed the most, but it's cool if it's cool to know that you are able to do it actually, like, even though you haven't been touching it for 2 years. So did that, and then but that one I went to the final interview waiting for the offer, which is funny. They said the offer is gonna come, like whether it's like a acceptance or rejection, it's gonna come through last week, Friday. But nothing came through, which is funny, But of course, I'm not anxious for this one this time around. I didn't ask them and all this, because the good thing is that the other job which I applied to and interviewed 3 rounds, and plus an assessment. Yeah, that one I got an offer, initially a verbal offer, and then after that, I guess I kind of signed the contract a few days ago, but still. In order to, before my start date, they have to complete all my background checks and all that, and they're gonna send me all the information stuff. And it's cool that I am. It's unexpected, but it's cool that I am now working for Meta, which is, I don't know, but I guess for most computer science student or tech students in general, it is quite a dream to be able to work in a FANG company. I'm not sure if you're familiar with a FANG company.
No, I don't know what is it.
Okay, FANG company, quite interesting, but it kind of changed a bit. So FANG is actually FAANG. That's how they spell it.
Okay.
So FANG stands for Facebook, acronym for Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google.
Oh.
So yes. So they call it like just like how accountant firms, they have like the big 4. They call this the big 5, the big 5 in tech companies. But of course, recently it changed a bit because Facebook is no longer Facebook, so it's more like Mang, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of more like Mang. So it's like still working out. Apparently, there's still another one called Mama. Mama is basically MAAMA. So that's like the newer one with Meta, Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, and Meta, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's something new. So it's quite a dream to be able to work in it. It's quite cool. Now that I'm not, even though it's just a 1-year contract, working in this firm, but still it's cool. Being able to work in it and see how it actually worked out. It kind of feel like, I don't know, it's funny. I had a lot of doubt. I had a lot of imposter syndrome because, to be honest, usually if you get a FANG offer, you will be something that is quite talented, and that wouldn't be your first offer, because you if you are able to get into FANG, why can't you get into other companies?
Yeah.
But for me, it's the other case. I never got any other offer. This is my first offer, and other firms, they rejected me, which is quite interesting. But yeah, so definitely there's some kind of imposter syndrome working, like acting out on me, and then I was like thinking, do I actually deserve this? Like, is that something wrong? But I definitely I believe that this particular role, it's quite a special one. It's actually called AI Content and Community Manager, which is something that is quite unheard of, because for this particular, it's even though it's like a startup acquired by Facebook, I would call it a department within Facebook. They're doing like a lot of AI content, which is not regulated, but moderated by actually AI itself mostly, and they plan to make it fully automated. That's why, yeah, cool shit. And then they somehow had this job which kind of fits with all my actually experiences from studying AI, computer science with AI, and then working on startups, doing marketing, operations, content creation, and all this. It just kind of matches those together, I guess. Definitely, I trust that I have the ability. It's because of my ability that I got this, and definitely there's maybe like 5% of luck, and 5% because it's right at the it's at the right moment where where I'm searching for this job that this popped up. Like definitely, even just like probably not 5 years ago, 2 years ago, they probably wouldn't be like jobs like this, because like the technology back then just doesn't exist yet. So no, it's cool. It's cool that it just happened.
And I think that although you say it's a bit different for you because it works the other way around, maybe that means that you have got something special to offer that people don't have.
Yes, definitely. I love that. Thank you. Thanks a lot for that compliment. But yes, definitely. I guess probably like what like in movies and all that, they say that you have to find, you just like many people just wouldn't appreciate you until you find the right place. So perhaps this is like the right place. I have the certain skills, just that the skills are a bit special, unique, unconventional, that people just can't make sense of it. Like like
true.
how can you tell people that you do marketing, content creation, and computer science, coding all at the same time. They'll be like, so I'm sorry, like, and the main thing is that I'm not like the top for each skills. I have experience, maybe perhaps to a 60 to 70%. I'm not the top in every single skill. So I know a bit of everything, but not the best of it. So as per people will just come into and ask me like, why should we hire you? Because you're not best at marketing, you're not best at coding, you're not even like you're not excellent at content creation. So no, what makes us so hire? What makes us want to hire you? And so yes, I guess I'm just happy that I found a company, especially my manager and the I guess the co-founder, the co-creator of the startup. We talked, and it's amazing, their vision, and I love the working with them. And the thing I really like working in a startup is that there is just things for you to do. You're not like a nail or a peg in a huge machine where even they lose you, they're just gonna work fine. But probably in this startup, not that they need me, but at least when I am probably like how do I say, like I'm part of a main component of the whole machine, where I get to do essential stuff, I get to do important stuff, I get to contribute actually to something, I get to produce something which is actually something really cool. So this is something definitely. Let me just grab a drink. Talk a bit too much.
But just now when you say that when you're on your vacation, you did all these interviews, assessment, and all, that's really something that I believe most of those normal people can't really do well, because you're not in the right mood to go through all this like very formal stuff and all. You are on a vacation, plus it's a 2 weeks vacation. It's not like 2 days away. You get what I mean?
I get it. Okay, so that's very interesting. It's definitely not an easy thing, but I guess it's more of like the mindset that you're in as well, because first thing first, even though I'm on my vacation, I still have this insecurity, like insecurity that in the next few months, if I don't have a job, that is quite a terrible thing, because definitely money is quite an important thing, living here, especially if you don't have a job. The difference, the crazy thing about UK is that if you're not earning pounds and you're converting from your home country, the money from your home country, and especially if your country is a third world country, it's not an easy life staying here, because you have to count that, and then you need to save a lot. like you probably have to save, like for Malaysia, you probably save like 3-4 months worth of Malaysia expenses in order to fit a month of expenses in the UK, which is very crazy. But once you get a job, you are gonna live comfortably. Like your 1 month salary, like doing a average fresh grad job, your 1 month salary can allow you to survive 2 months in the UK, which is definitely hugely different. So you can imagine like the buying power of pounds is like 6 times of Malaysia's, which is very, very crazy. That's why this is the main thing that I'm concerned with, and especially because you're coming to the UK, you know, we have lot more things to manage and all that. So definitely getting a job, even though, you know, vacation is cool, but I guess the vacation wise, it's not really about having fun. It's more about accompanying my parents, you know, being by my parents' side. So that's like the most important thing, because, you know, I'm in the UK. I can go to those places as much as I want. Yeah, and then like what we said in last week episode with Wei Han, sometimes, unless I'm really interested in those tourist attraction which I'm heading to, otherwise, I would just otherwise it's probably better for me to just like spend the time actually with my family and all that. So yes, that's actually what I'm doing. Yeah, so that is one thing. So I don't really care so much about having fun, but like mainly spending the time with my parents. That's the parents and my grandma, my sister. That's like the main thing. And then second thing is that, you know, I really wanted to get a job. So especially when this Meta offer came to me asking for interview, of course I wanted to get it, because it is dream job. First thing first, when I heard the job description, it fits me well. Second, it's in Meta, like the benefits and all that. So yeah. So definitely, oh my god, I got told I really wanted to do it. It was not easy, you know. You have to manage between vacation and all that. So my first assessment with Meta, that one, he didn't really give me an exact end date, but he said that, you know, should be able to do it within the day, which I kind of did. I did it through the night, the next day, even when I'm in the car, like driving towards from Nottingham to Liverpool, I was working on that. Even when I arrived in Liverpool, I didn't walk around Liverpool much, because when we arrived, it's still early. My parents went out to have a walk, but I wanted to finish my report on it, so I just spent around 2-3 hours that evening finishing that up, and then emailing it to them, stating that I'm completed. So it's fine, you know. I mainly like it's like kind of what your priorities is at the moment, and for the other one, which is writing website, that was a lot harder actually. This Meta assessment is a lot easier. The website writing one, I have to, you know, research. I have to kind of recall what do I need to write this website, something like that. And yeah, it was midnights, like many midnights. I was sleeping at like 2 or 3 a.m. just like cranking out the code, and then sometimes in the morning, like there was a few tourist attraction which I didn't go to because I was just like busy punching out codes and all that. Yeah, so but in the end it worked out. I'm satisfied with the website. I'm done, you know, quite nice and all that. Yeah, so basically, yes, yeah, that's why I guess I was able to manage like doing assessment even though I'm in a vacation mode, mainly because the mindset I have to on this thing is that I'm not exactly on a vacation. I'm more like spending time with my parents, and then I do actually need to get a job. That's like my main concern, which I'm really afraid of. But like actually during interviews and all that, I was really casual because I don't have any formal clothes. So yes, I'm lucky that both of these are quite casual roles. So especially Meta, like they were interviewing from their home setup, so you can see that, you know, they're on their bed or they're on their dining room or something. So it's quite cool. There was even one day I was doing like you know, I was wearing my beach wear, and then on the interview in the cafe, yeah. While I was in the interview with the co-creator of Papers with Code, basically that's a department that I work in within Meta. So yeah, it was quite cool. It was interesting, you know, that they were quite chill about it. Yeah, mainly it's a conversation which is amazing. So yeah. That was like the how I kind of got to do this, even though I'm like in a holiday mood, something like that. Yeah. But yes, like just that kind of covered up the whole week. And sorry to bore you guys too much if I talk too much about my job. It's just something that I'm quite happy to share about. Hopefully, you guys are okay with it. But yeah, so after after I got a verbal offer, which is cool, I literally got the verbal offer on the Friday, the final Friday before my parents left. So it was amazing. I was waiting for the offer letter. Worried. I got one offer, man, and then I was quite anxious until like Tuesday. I got all. It was weird because like for contractors, they outsource it to another company to deal with it. So, I didn't know that. And even and during the final interview, my manager, my 2B manager, asked me like, when I'm gonna start work? When can you start work? So that's the most important thing they care about, because like their team is small and then they need a lot of help. So I said like 22nd of August, which is like actually this Friday. It's actually just this Friday. And give me a second. Sorry, I was looking at yeah. So what was I gonna say?
Start work.
Yeah, sorry, I was like just someone messaged me. I just got distracted by that. Yeah, start work. So like 22nd of August. That is like actually beginning of this week, like on Monday, and yeah, I just thought that I honestly thought that I'm just gonna start work on Monday. I mean, yeah, you need me, right? So that's cool. I wish to start work immediately, but I how do I say that? What's the term for it? I did not realize the scale of Meta and how much work you have to go into for getting a job, because unlike normal roles where you apply through Meta Careers, you did the application, then you go through interviews, and then they will do all this kind of legal stuff with you. I just went through the interview on my own directly with the department which I want to work in, and yes, I haven't gone through any application. They don't even know much of me. They just know my CV and all that. So yes, definitely they need to have a team doing that. So of course, the contractor, the recruiter that they contracted for all this contract work called me. It was weird because it was like, hello, is this Andrew Kwan? Yeah, like we have this. I'm not sure if you're interested in this job, which I was very. I got very weirded out because I'm like, Jesus, I like why are you asking me about a job which I supposedly got?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that I'm gonna go through the whole process again. Like, is it not a confirmed thing? So I was very questioned. I was just saying, yeah, why not send me the information? And yeah, it turns out that it's just a process that I guess maybe the recruiter was felt that it's a bit weird as well, because normally I guess they will be contacting people which are potential for this role, but not someone that has already confirmed getting this role, something like that. So yeah, we went through, because after that she did send me like my pay details and all that, which is crazy. I saw the pay, the benefits, which is cool. So I kind of knew that it's confirmed thing, but it turned out that Meta, big company, so yes, you have to go through like application, everything, like all your details, bank accounts, right to work, all this kind of stuff, which is mandatory for all other companies, but they have to go through a background check as well, which is still processing right now. It's been a week. It says it takes around 2 weeks, maybe even up to 3 weeks, but yeah, between that, not yesterday, maybe on Wednesday, wait, no, Thursday, Wednesday, I forgot. I signed the offer, so it was cool. Now I'm just waiting for the background check to be done. They really go very in depth. Because I worked in a startup called GoCar, they had to ask me for my start date and my end date, like with any payslip or whatever. And the hardest part is that because I didn't just work as an intern in GoCar, I work as a part-time worker. So my internship offer letter just shows me until like August. I worked until August, and then I have to show another proof to prove that I worked until January as a part-time worker. And then for my own company, because I'm self-employed, they can't really contact anyone to verify that I'm working. So I had to send my company certificate, business info, and all that. And then after that, what I needed to do was let me think. What did I need to do? I needed to terminate my company because my company, I just, I mean, like being a sole trader, so I'm not really I'm registering for like a limited liability company, so it's a sole trader, so it will expire if you just don't do it. I thought, might as well, because I registered it until like 2022 July. I just let it expire. I never knew that people would want that information, so I had to go and renew the company and then terminate it, just to send that I have terminated this company. This company no longer exists. I no longer work there and all that. And yeah, like I even have to search out my transcript for my foundation in science and my time in Malaysia, my offer letter, everything. I have to just send it to them just for verification and all that. Yeah, it's quite crazy, but yeah, so now I'm expected to begin work on 26th of September, which is cool. I look forward to it. And yes, great times ahead. Beautiful days. So yeah, amazing. But just a side note, yesterday it was quite cool because I don't know, like on Thursday onwards, I'm free. As in, like, I have a lot of stuff, even though I am like theoretically unemployed. I know I'm doing YouTube. I do some gig work for the university on videos, and then I need to edit podcasts, write blogs, and then more recently I get familiarized with the website which I'll be working on, papers with code, some ML information, like sorting out the images which I've taken throughout my vacation. So I have loads of stuff to do. But of course, there are more important and less important one. The most important one, which are like content creation and all that, they are done on Thursday. I'm surprised. I was like, damn, because I have content until like next week. So definitely next week I have to do editing again for editing for the next 2 weeks. But that's not too much of a huge concern. I was like, damn, I'm free. Then this just rarely occurs onto me. So like it's rare that I'm free, and then I didn't know how to do it because I'm not someone that will just I don't want to actively find a movie to watch, or like find a game to play when I'm actually free, because first it's not it won't be a movie that I want to watch. I'm just like kind of doing that just to waste time. Personally, I think it's that. And then if I do play games, I mean, I enjoy the game, but knowing myself, I'll definitely spend too much time playing the game, and then I'll probably spend the next 2 days playing the game. So I wouldn't want to fall into that trap. So that's why I didn't do that. But yeah, but yesterday, because I'm quite free, so I did some work in the morning, and then after that I went to not just B&Q. I went for a few spots, just to check out some furniture, some drills and all that. It's like the adulting process where you're now actually doing DIY for your house and all that. It's cool because I have, of course, plans for the next few months that I'm gonna buy some IKEA furniture and all that for the house. Yeah, just to improve. And possibly next time we are gonna have podcast recordings, as in like video recording in a nice setup, or in the next 6 months. So yeah, we're gonna be sitting maybe on the sofa or something while we're talking about our podcast. So yes, it's gonna be something really cool, and I look forward to that. So that's a plan I'm looking for. So just kind of check out how things work on the outside. Check out some electrical appliances. Like I'm preparing to buy a toaster, because the toaster in our house is like terrible. Even though at the one level it will just burn your bread, it's not toasting it, it's burning it. So I have no idea what does 7 does to the bread, which is like crazy. So yeah, and like towards the later evening, I called one of my best friend, Vaughn. Amazing. Yeah, talk to him, catch up a bit, knew his plans. And yeah, you guys, long time listener to this podcast would know Vaughn, because we invited him to this podcast talking about how to get to know girls the unweird way, which is an amazing episode. Yeah, so yeah, talk to him, caught up with him, which is amazing. And I did something amazing this week. Sorry, I hope that me hitting the table wouldn't get transferred into the microphone. But yeah, so the amazing thing I did was that, because remember how I said that I should work more on maintaining relationship, like kind of like customer relation management, CRM, for my friends and all that. Because I'm just someone that I'm just quite lazy. I have a lot of stuff to do, so I spend a lot of time doing my own stuff, and then I wouldn't catch up with my friends unless they come they come and find me or something. So that's why next week, next week, I mean tomorrow I'm heading to Reading to find a few of my friends. Not a few, actually one friend. Few of my friends are going down to London first today, traveling around and heading to Reading because I just came back from London. Yeah, so I have some kind of London fatigue, so I'm going directly to Reading tomorrow, which is cool. And then to catch up some friends, grab a few beers, chat a bit. And next weekend, Saturday, I'm gonna have a brunch with one of my friends and then check out his house, because even though we've been here for a year, I've never been to his house, which is quite crazy. So I'm gonna go check out his house, and then just catch up with him, see how he's doing. Yeah.
You mean next week?
So I quite look forward. Yes, next week, Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, who is this?
Yi Yong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 'Cause I never got to know. Not that I never got to know him, but I never went and see how his players actually look like. Oh my god. I literally woke up not so early. I mean, like normally I just wake up at this hour. I wake up 5:30, and then we started recording around 6 something because I wanted to get my clothes washed, and then there is what else?
I have a party later.
Yeah, you have a party later, and then I have online groceries coming in around 9, so I have to push it earlier just so that I can prepare time for that. So yes, and just a few things. Sorry that it took another 30 minutes. Luckily I didn't talk about London. Yeah, so yes, just a few updates on myself. So yes, on to you, Verene. What interesting stuff happened in the past month?
To be honest, if you ask me for the whole month, I really cannot remember much. So I can remember 2 of the events. One of it is that me and 2 of my best friends, we actually went to stay at the Airbnb for a few days together. Yeah. We've been saying this for very, very long, but we never make it happen until now that I'm almost leaving. So we feel like, no, if we don't do it now, then we don't know when will it be. So yeah, then we quickly plan it and make it happen. So it was a very relaxing experience for me, because the main reason of us booking an Airbnb and to stay there is that we want to feel like we were like housemate staying together and all, because when we were young we were talking about that, but slowly when we grow up we
I'm
know
pretty sure
that
many friends just wanted to do this.
Yeah, but slowly when you grow up you know that it's not that easy to do that. Plus all of you might have different directions and you might work in different places as well. Yeah. And sometimes you can be very good friends, but being a housemate is a different thing.
Yes, exactly. And things might change.
Yeah,
even
true.
Though, of course, this Airbnb would be cool, but imagine if you live for 3 years. Not even 3 years, probably 3 months. Definitely things will come up, because it's not that people just can't live together. It's more like people have different lifestyle, and it's not easy to cope with other people's lifestyle and all that. Definitely there will be something coming up.
Yeah, true. So that few days we actually how would I say, I'll say we actually utilize the facilities at the place. Yeah, since we are there and we are quite free now, then why not we just use it? Yeah, so we went to the gym, to the swimming pool, and one of the day, my other friends, I mean those guys, they came over and we went to the swimming pool together and have fun, because I think not all of them know how to swim. Yeah, but the swimming pool is not very deep, so that's not a very huge problem. Just that actually I remember the swimming pool water is not very, very clean.
Oh, okay, that's disgusting. That's a terrible thing.
But anyway, we just have fun and so can you imagine around 10 to 11 people sitting in a studio?
Oh yes, I guess it would be quite cramped.
Yeah.
You're not gonna lie, it sounds a bit like on the news and all that. Usually you'll see people having drugs in an apartment. It feels like what you guys are doing right now. Obviously you guys are not. Yeah. Trust me, Verene is not someone who will take drugs. She never does drugs. She's very traditional and Asian and all that, and definitely she will not breach any rules that will will make her become a disgrace of her family. So yeah.
Are you taking this opportunity to say something about me?
I don't know if you feel like it's something, perhaps there's something, maybe that's not. I don't know.
Okay, then we just play Switch together and have fun and So
Okay.
that pretty. I think that's all for the Airbnb stay. So the next week itself, me and my other friend, so both of us went to Sakinchan for a 2 days 1 night trip, and I think this is the first time that I drive for a long. I mean, not the first time, but because my friend cannot drive at all, so I'm the only one that can drive. So I have to take on the responsibility to drive and do everything related to driving. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to make sure
That's
that
cool.
I'm not tired and all. But one good thing is that we usually talk a lot. So when someone talk with me while I'm driving, I will not get that tired that easily. Yeah, I'll still get tired. Just it won't go to the extent that I feel like sleepy or what. Yeah. Yeah. That 2 days was fun, I'll say, because this friend Pei, we were actually coursemate when we are in uni, but we really never talked to each other until we started working. Yeah, but it's good that we become very close, and so this trip happened to make some memories for both of us, and So other than that, I think just these two significant events that happened in my life. Other stuff, I wouldn't say it's not important, but just that I can't recall at the moment.
Is there no significant stuff happening yesterday?
Yesterday.
It's nothing. Oh my god! Look at Verene. Look at Verene face, and then know what actually happened, and then you'll be like, you'll be like the Jackie Chan, like what the fuck face, like. Oh.
Yesterday. Okay, yesterday was a cleaning day for me because my house is
No, I'm not talking about this, but it's fine, if you feel like it's worth sharing, why not just share it?
okay. Yeah, because today my house is going to hold a party, saying it's for me. Yeah.
Farewell party for Verene. For Verene Yao. Sending
But you know
invites to
what?
everyone. Did you send it to Najib? Najib is just close by. Perhaps send some food to him,
But you know
Make sure
what?
it's halal
Because one of our friends, his birthday was yesterday, so we're going to celebrate his birthday today as well.
on your farewell dinner. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah. Then at night, suddenly my mom just called me and say, go fetch your brother. He's at somewhere, I think a few km away from my house, but it's at 11 p.m. I'm in my bed,
Is it like playing basketball or something?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So when he got into the car, so my mom went together with me, just that she doesn't want to drive. Yeah. So when he get into the car, he told that, can my friend join the party tomorrow? Like just one of them.
Oh.
Then we say, oh yeah, if just one of them, that's not the problem, because if the whole group of his friends, that I don't think my house can fit.
Yeah, yeah, and then it's gonna put a lot of strain on you guys.
Yeah.
Cleaning up and everything. Not easy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
since it's just one of them, then yeah, that's fine. Then he say when most probably his friend will stay for a night here as well. Then his friend say, "Oh no, I'm coming to eat for free, stay for free and everything. I should bring a fruit basket or something." Can you imagine a 16-year-old guy saying something like this?
Yeah, that's quite funny. That's quite funny. That's quite funny. It's like meeting someone else's parents, like your girlfriend's parents or something. You know, you do this. Even I never did this unless like it's like Chinese New Year or something. But it happened that he wanted to do it, which is quite funny, quite interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But Verene, did you really forget what happened not last week, yesterday?
You mean the jogging?
No!
What happened?
How can you forget? You know, you haven't even done that thing. It was just a notification, and isn't that a big thing?
Oh yeah.
How can you forget? Oh my god!
No.
How is that not a monumental thing? How is that not a big thing? You've been anxious for that thing. It's like my job offer level kind of information, kind of event, not information, kind of event. You know, like. Come on, man.
No, just when
so
you were
disappointed in you, Verene.
wait. Just when you were sharing about your life updates, I thought of that, but I don't know why. I just can't remember just now. Okay. Time to
So
review.
disappointed in you, Verene. How could you forget about that?
Maybe it's your update too long that I forget.
So now you're blaming me, huh? So,
No
so
lah.
my update is really too long.
No.
So we didn't talk about it.
No lah. Okay, so time to review. So the thing is that I've gotten my visa. Yeah, I'll be collecting my passport and everything on Monday. Yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah, amazing. So, like it came at the right time. Like this farewell party. It's like
Yeah, it feels like,
it's like it's a conversation. It's a confirmation that Verene, you're gonna leave soon. you have the permission to leave Malaysia. For to study at least a year in the UK. So, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
quite
a few
crazy.
days ago, one of my friends actually gotten his visa. Then I'm like, why I don't have anything at all? Because
But
I
mean,
went
he
to
applied a few days ago, like a few days earlier than you.
no, just
isn't
one
it?
day.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes me feel very anxious. I'm like,
But you have
why?
to
What
appreciate
happened?
though. Oh my god, yours is like a lot better. Let me search mine. It was crazy, man. I almost died. VFS. Let me just check. So
okay,
yours is within 4 weeks. You know, yours is like within 4 weeks.
yeah,
And if
like
I
3
do look
weeks,
at
2
mine-
days.
This is Monday. And then 3 weeks, 2 days. Okay, this is 18. Yeah, mine is exactly 1 month and 2 days.
Mm.
Yeah, 1 month and 2 days, which is crazy. And because we were told that it would be 4 weeks, and then suddenly they said there's a delay, and then I'm like, come on, I bought my tickets and everything, my
Yeah.
flight tickets and everything, and then, I mean, we can definitely postpone it, but I really wanted to go to UK at that time. I'm just worried that I can't go. Yeah, so I was very anxious about it. And my flight was on 21st, early in the morning, 21st. I have to go to airport at the night of 20th of September, on 19th of September, because it was during COVID. That time they don't do pickups. They send it directly to your house. On 19 in the morning, we have the tracking number to check on the courier website. The courier is called Aeromax. We have to check every single time. So, yes, that's what I did. I checked every single day, every single morning, first thing in the morning, maybe another time during afternoon, and then another during evening again, and then before I sleep again. So that's what I do pretty much every day, while having this anxiety. And then like first thing in the morning, it comes out, like it just says that, you know, like the hub in Petaling Jaya in Malaysia received it. I was like, holy shit. And then that morning, literally, I drove to that center and then just picked it up.
Mm.
Boom. just pick it up first thing in the morning, right when they open. Picked it up, received it. Yeah, I was like, that was the scariest thing in my life. Crazy. Yeah. But yes, I'm glad that but I'm not glad that I received that. I mean, that's a year ago. I'm glad of it, but then like not something that I would like to talk about it now, because definitely now I'm more glad that I have a job now. But for you, I'm glad that you got it. You got it a lot earlier, so it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like now I feel like everything is pretty much confirmed, and I'm really going now. It's not like I have a farewell, but I'm not going. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to share my friend's story. That's a legend.
That's a legend?
No lah, I'm just okay.
Oh.
So, about the visa.
Yeah,
about
go
visa. Yeah. So
go ahead.
because I saw my friend's Instagram story that he's picking up, he's at the visa application center. I mean the VFS Global. So I asked him, you went for an appointment? So he said no, to collect his passport. Then I'm like, oh, your visa is done. Then he said, yeah, he received the email a day before that. So I asked him, when did he went for the visa appointment? So he told me it's the 2nd of August. Then I was like, oh, okay, I went one day after him. So I hope I can get mine as somewhere near this date as well. So yeah, then I asked him,
when did they get it? When did he get it again? Like this week? Which day?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday.
He received the email on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So I asked him, oh, when are you flying? Then he tell me the next day. Then I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly like me. Kind of like me.
But then his one is different. Then I was like, what? Then he said, yeah, he's leaving on the HR this time because he didn't expect that this visa thing take so long. Yeah. I remember he actually went for the exchange program during year 2. Maybe that time still.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Maybe it because there's no COVID or what, so everything is easier or faster.
Possibly.
Yeah,
I
right?
quite agree with that.
Yeah. So he didn't expect this to happen. So actually he's not starting his school this early, just that his family has booked the flight ticket very long ago that they want to go to Italy before he start his school. Yeah. So yeah, I saw his Instagram story. Now he's in London.
Oh, amazing. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I think that's all from me also.
Okay, so yeah, that's interesting. That's cool. But yeah, it's quite a funny thing. The pickup is only within like Monday to Friday, is it?
Yeah.
Saturday not included.
No. And 2 to 4 p.m. only. But walk in lah.
Okay. That's interesting. I thought they have appointment on Saturday as well, so I thought they were allowed pickups. Probably you go there and then you talk to him about it. They will allow it. It's fine. They're not urgent. They're not that urgent to get it. So yes, I'm looking forward to your visa. Look for the picture as well. I want to see it. A picture of
Oh
it.
my god.
Yeah, when you get it on Monday, it's quite nice. Yeah, but yes, I guess that's from us. Wow, we just made another episode out of just me getting a job and you getting a visa. Quite interesting. So yes, like now onto the main topic itself. Today we are talking about something interesting. So that's it for this episode of the podcast where we discuss about our great accomplishment over the past month. And do catch the next episode where we dive deep into the main topic of what are the cool factors of unwise decision. So thanks everyone for listening and hope to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you're not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with the link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again and see you all next week. Bye bye.